One good thing about this life is that what goes around comes around. When God wants to bless you, when God wants to work in your life, when God wants to uplift you, He will make your enemies to be at peace with you. The person that you are about to read what he said concerning the Igbos, concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and concerning the existence of the contraption called Nigeria is Sultan of Sokoto. He don't come and come choke me out for inside this matter. Where the trend online, make on hear waiting the old man talk, and then you judge the matter by your own self. But just know it, that Sultan of Sokoto have joined the other voices, including Sowore, Atiku, and many more others, calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to grant Biafrans their heart desires. This one, he might not know when he said it, because I know very soon they will come out and tell you he never said such. It is AI. We know how they do. And some people will even say that he's trying to turn the southeast against the west. You can imagine that rubbish. Yes, of course, he might play that ethnic card with us. But what he said, is it true or lie? That is the where I want everybody to focus on, not the motive behind it. But whenever they want to do something meaningful, or whether they want to do something bad, they will say the truth. That is exactly one thing about these Nigerian politicians and their stupid interest in siphoning what belongs to the people, or causing ethnic tensions. Anyway, make on here waiting Saudana. I be waiting to call him Sultan of Sokoto talk concerning the Igbos. Oh yeah, don't touch the dial. As you get this message, as you're watching, please kindly let others also watch, because and according to the headline, it's supposed to be joy is coming. Oh yeah, let's go there. Breaking news. Don't joke with history. Nigeria didn't defeat the Igbos. Make you hear this word again. Let me repeat it. To the ears of the Yoruba bastard who keep telling you that their forefathers taught Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ojukwu, and the rest of them lessons, that they are going to replicate the same, and I love them. Here, waiting Sadona of Sokoto talk. Make I know say this man, and also a commander in the army. He said, breaking news, don't joke with history. Nigeria didn't defeat the Igbos. It was a global alliance. Sultan of Sokoto warns Yoruba elders who keep on using ethnic bigotries on the Igbos, because to them, the history they told them is that Nigeria defeated the Igbos, and Yorubas are the one who fought in front line for the Nigerian government. But they rather turned the history upside down. That was what this man here is here to correct. There have been long impression that Yorubas are the one who fought in front of Nigerian army to defeat the Igbos, or rather to kill millions of Igbos. But that is not the truth. Yorubas, who are also one of their best in times of flying their fighter jets, in those days, what happened? They were nowhere to be found. Many of them removed their uniform, ran inside the forest. Some even hid under their bed. Some went and dig underground and hide themselves there, and their family will be giving them food. That was why when these people see they are losing the fight, what do? They have to go and hire Egyptian pilots and also pilots from Soviet Union, which you know how many countries comprises of Soviet Union. So they went and hired professional jet fighters. Jet fighters. The pilots. And then they flew their fighter jets. Instead of bombing the Nigerian Biafra army, they went and be killing civilians. Till tomorrow, I'm still waiting when they will charge Nigeria for war crime, because exactly what they did. When you are fighting, you target the people you are fighting with, not innocent civilians who know nothing about the fight, who can't even benefit anything from the fight. Or maybe they can benefit as well. Let's just put it that way. Okay. In a statement that has sparked widespread reactions, the Sultan of Sokoto has cautioned Yoruba elders and political leaders against provoking tensions with the Igbo people, reminding them of the resilience and strength the Igbos demonstrated during the Nigerian civil war against them. According to the Sultan, it is misleading to claim that Nigeria won the Biafra war purely by its own strength. No, let's be truthful. Nigeria did not fight the Igbos alone. Britain, America, and 5 other world powers joined forces to suppress them. The Sultan said, on their own, no African nation could have defeated the Igbos in battle. These are the people born to fight and survive. The Sultan emphasizes that the Igbos' ability to sustain a full-scale war for nearly 3 years, 1967 to 1970, despite international blockades and limited resources, remains unmatched in African history today, according to Sultan of Sokoto. No nation in Africa has ever held out for 3 years under such pressure and isolation. He added, that is why it sounds almost laughable when anyone talks about going to war with the Igbos today. Even during the darkest days of the war, there were moments the world thought Biafra would win. They were that determined. Look at the whole story the way it is. According to Sultan of Sokoto, it is misleading to claim that Nigeria won the war purely by its own strength against the Biafrans. So you that is hearing my voice, what do you have to say concerning this matter? For those of you who keep on turning the history upside down, this message is for you. And for those of you, or rather for those of us who will also argue that it is from GP, from AI or whatever, that hey, he will not make such a comment, or maybe he is drunk when he made such a comment. My brother, my sister, oya ahoy, ahoy. Whatever he said is true. This message has been on the social media for 3 to 4 days now. I didn't want to bring it, but because I want to hear him coming out to debunk this. But he never did that. Maybe they never start to pressure him to denounce this statement, because there must be a pressure. But you cannot pressure somebody who is above you. That is the problem there now. If another person talk this thing now, if another emir that is behind, that is below this Sultan, they would have come out and debunk it. They would have come out and force that person, come on, why would you make such a comment? But it came from a mouth of the leader of all the whole Muslims in that zoo called Nigeria. Do you know why? Because he want to turn the war, let it be between the southwest and the southeast, and it will be to their own gain. So if you are thinking he never said such, my brother, that means you are still living in fantasy island. I be fantasy land, I be fantasy island. Anyway, no matter how they said it, but the fact still remain. Sultan of Sokoto is now want to play their last card. Don't forget what Osman Danfodio said when they conquered the north and when the power was given to them. They said that Nigeria now is like their estate of Ottoman Danfodio. So they have been accustomed and designed to hold power forever. That north should be their conquered people, while the east will then be using the southwest and southeast. Let them be fighting themselves, while the north will last and be enjoying the powers from the top. So the power have suddenly left them, and not only the power left them, it is beyond their imagination how Tinubu quickly turned against them after all of them stood behind him, knowing fully well that he held a Muslim ticket, and somebody who is behaving like he's going to die today and tomorrow. All of them thought that when they assume power, maybe 1 month or 2 months, Tinubu will just buy, and then they will announce it, because if not northerner, they will not announce it. But once it's a southerner, they will quickly announce it, so that another Muslim, which is a Shetima, will then take over the helm of the affairs. And then they will then tell you the last prize. But it didn't work that way. So now they are out now to play that card. So that the East now will be thinking that the Southwest are our enemies. Yes, we know that they are our enemies. You don't need to remind us. We know that they don't like us. They hate us with passion. You don't need to remind us, Sultan of Sokoto. Worry about the poverty rate in your own region that have held this power of presidency or vice presidency for so many decades, both in military time and also in civilian time. Anytime you see power just leave these people, just 1 second, you will see them, they will turn to something else. And this one is not exceptional. Yes, for truth, he said the truth. But for the motive behind it, we know the kind of card they want to play. But my brother, I'll be what I will call you, say, I be as you call you Papa, I be Kinongbe. But whatever way it is, you have failed in this regard. That is the only thing I can tell you. More people anyway, here are the comments. So, or rather, most of the comments that follow this video, because we have over 145 comments here, 142 shares, and 256 likes. Just a couple of hours post. So you can see that this message carries weight. But let me see what people think concerning this matter, because everybody is entitled to their own personal opinion. Ernest Chidozie Ohawo said, "Don't mind the Sultan. What he said might be right, but another war with Nigerian would be too dangerous and unimaginable consequences. We don't need such praise now." Abi? Anyway, one new of ma. Heck, what do I know? Okoronkwo Informer said, "Thank you, sir, for your truth. The Igbos are warriors. The alliance betrayed us. God is still on our side till tomorrow." Innocent Chikwado said, "Remember that Nigeria government confiscated all the business assets of the Igbos. All the money in their bank were seized, allowing account holders only £20 each, no matter how much you have in your deposit. Under this condition, the Igbos fought, defended, and survived after the war." One bossing jobber said, "This and elders' wars are a reminder about the coconut heads will not understand this, but are very much aware that fact, thank God the lies they told against Igbos has been proven false to the foreign powers. Praise be to God Almighty." Jimo Oyewale, another Yoruba Nkowa, he don't come here, make I see. What did he talk? He talk say, "Oh, Sultan is jesting to you. Try and seal it this time around. Your land will be leveled." Wow. Now the people where they do before you know it, any you don't run. Now then come they threaten also. Babangida said, if I woke up in the morning and what I heard is the drums of war, and when I check very well, maybe I have put in my uniform finish, and I saw it's Yoruba that is beating that drum of war, I will just go back to sleep, because they are cowards. Lawrence said, if we talk about people that can stand and fight, not Yorubas, everybody knows that you Yorubas are cowards. Kinsile Ezekiel, Oyewale, this is why you need education, so you can learn your history and learn it very well. Peter Obede, very wicked soul. I never knew you guys could be this wicked. What wicked, my brother? I beg, forget them. They are not wicked. They are just foolish and coward. Peter Obede said, "I see from Kwara. No wonder." William Alexander, just pray that Igbos will not engage the Yorubas with war, because if it happens anyway, go and verify from Britain from 1967 to 1970. You will know and equally hear why why Britain used to refer the Igbos as great Biafrans. Levinus Okpara, exactly the way Goliath and David. Never underestimate anyone. You will not live to tell the story. Others is going to train your children for you. John Otukwuemeka said, "Afowale, not only Oyewale, you are a child. First, ask your father to tell you more about Biafra war. Sultan was telling you the truth, and you are busy opening your lousy mouth talking." Mwamba Ife Joma said, "Jimo Oyewale, our land will be leveled by who? We have not seen the Jupiter with the strength to match the Igbos. Not now and not ever." If you believe it, if you don't believe it, then so be it. Okay, Abodima said, "A royal truth. Long live our royal father, the Sultan of Sokoto. May God, the Allah, keep sustaining you in good health and grant you a long life to be doing your good works of speaking the truth always, as an elder, statesman, and a royal father at that." Amozie Ndudiri, now you are speaking about it. If Nigeria wake the sleeping lion, she will face the lion's wrath. There are many secret Igbos. IPOB don't know who are ready to do anything for the freedom of Igbos. What they are waiting is set. Go. Okay, I understand. The Sultan could be right and incorrect, but alliances and diplomatic warfare was part of Amores. Igbos were diplomatically bankrupt, full of propaganda, discouraged, and disregarded politicians with political powers. Zik was disregarded and disrespected by the arrogance of Ojukwu. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is taking the same footsteps of Ojukwus that led to a one-sided war against the Igbos. Politicians, bad and corrupt as they may seem, still play avoidable part in our life. All your English, I don't understand. Isaac TK say, if I were an Igbo, I would take the comment of Sultan with a pinch of salt because lying and deception are virtues in Islam. They readily deploy these tools usually for a sinister purpose, which may not be immediately apparent. We know. Lawrence Nze, that is the truth and nothing but the truth. It is an undisputable truth. Olabisi Oyeyemi said, where was the Sultan and this idea when Buhari arrested and incarcerated him? Or he just got this knowledge? Anyway, my people, beg you, let's not waste much of our time. Now here we go take back break. And I hear before us again when we come back. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. K Messiano, my people.